Welcome in this series of geography lectures. This is fundamental or say very basic geography level lecture I am going to discuss you. Now while discussing this, we are initially discussing some of the features of some part of world, old world actually. What is old world? Except Antarctica and America continent, whatever the world is there, we are calling that as old world. So here I am discussing about old world, and in order to get certain ideas, certain geographical features and areas, etc., we are using here world map. Keep in mind, I am not very good in drawing, and I don't want to show you here a professional map, full complete map. Whatever the required things are there, that only I want to show you, and therefore I am going to draw here a map. And if you are preparing for any competitive examination, then it is recommended for you that you also try to draw map with me. Maybe possible your map will be more accurate than whatever my map is there. Let us check out world map and certain geographical features along with that. So I have to start here from left side. There will be Europe. I am drawing here from Portugal. This is Africa continent. Here this is France, Denmark, Baltic Sea, Norway. Norway is having this sawtooth shape part. Here it is England, because of that we are speaking English language. Then here, this is what I am drawing here. This is Sinai part. This is Africa continent. This is second largest island in the world, that is Madagascar. This is Gulf of Persia. This is Gujarat part of India. This is Sri Lanka. Now I am not sure about this part. Japan Islands, and these are the Indonesia etc. island. Here we are getting somewhere Australia. Here Lakshadweep Islands, Maldives Island, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Then this is we are discussing now in detail part. Say this my map, whatever I have drawn, it is not a proportional one. It is just to give you certain ideas and features in the world. Let us talk about certain geographical features. The first feature I want to tell you, that is land mass on earth. Whatever I have drawn here in this map, this is land mass of earth, whereas here these are the water bodies, whatever here water bodies are there. Now keep in mind, we are giving certain names to water bodies. Say for example, ocean, then sea, bay, gulf, etc. Whereas for land, we have continent, we have Iceland. Actually, it must be something abbreviation of isolated land may be possible. We are calling this as island, but if you are going to spelling, then spell it out, it is island. So it is most probably isolated land. Now these all features we are going to discuss here, and certain water bodies, obviously fresh water body, we are calling that as lake, and then rivers, etc. We want to discuss all that. So let us start from our this side. Now here you are getting Atlantic Ocean. So this water body is ocean. This is called as Atlantic Ocean. Now you are aware this is now Atlantic Ocean, whereas here we are getting a sea that is in between that and surrounded by huge portion of land. We are calling this sea as Mediterranean Sea. It is surrounded by land, so it is Mediterranean Sea. Now here also we are getting certain parts which is going inside. Maybe possible we can call this as Ionian Sea. This portion we are calling as Adriatic Sea, and so on. This is Black Sea. Now actually speaking, this space is of just 2 kilometers. Now I am showing like that, but practically speaking, here there is very narrow path which is not, I am not able to show here that narrow path. You have to use here a fantastic software. I am recommending you that Google Earth is the fantastic software you have to use. There you can zoom out this portion, you will get there is Sea of Marmara in between, and then a creek to join these two seas. And then here we are having a city that is called as Constantinople. So you can zoom this Constantinople portion, you will get idea what is that. Now this is called as Black Sea. After Black Sea we are having here another sea. This is called as Caspian Sea. This is also all, this is actually supposed to be a big lake. It is all surrounded by land. So this is called as Caspian Sea. Now here we are getting certain important islands. Say for example, just below this Turkey, this land, now I am calling as Turkey, but actually initial name of this land in ancient days, it was called as Asia Minor. So there is island that is called as Cyprus. Same thing, something, this is Greece portion. So in case of Greece, there are so many islands here. In case of Corsica, in case of this Turkey, there are also series of islands. Here also we are having huge island, this is called as Sicily. In here France, there are series of island, we are calling this as Corsica. So like that, some important islands I am going to discuss here. Now this sea, you are getting clear that its sea is going inside. This is called as Red Sea. So keep in mind, this is Black Sea, this is Red Sea. Now same way, this is sea portion going inside, but here we are calling this as Gulf of Persia, because it is the nation Persia here. So we are calling this as Gulf of Persia. Now this sea, because of the Arab domination, say this is Arabian Peninsula. Because of Arab dominancy over here, we are calling this as Arabian Sea. Now there are no distinct boundaries. Say here, you are not supposed to have any distinct boundaries. Some islands are here. You can check out in Google Earth, but no distinct boundaries are here. Here also there are no distinct boundaries. But generally we are calling this portion as Arabian Sea. Now there are certain Indians, they are saying that why we should call this as Arabian Sea. This sea is belonging to India also. So why we have to call this as Arabian Sea? They are saying biggest river for this sea, that is river Indus, this is flowing here. So we should call this as Sindhu Sagar. And why this as Bay of Bengal? Instead of that, this should call as Ganga Sagar. Alright, everybody's opinion. But here we are calling this as Bay of Bengal. So I am revising again whatever we are discussing about geographical features. This is Atlantic Ocean. Then we discuss this is Mediterranean Sea. Here we are getting Ionian Sea. Here we are getting Adriatic Sea, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, then Red Sea, Gulf of Persia, Arabian Sea, then Bay of Bengal. Now, here also you may observe portion is going inside. This is called as Gulf of Khambat. Actually, name of this is Khambat, but in English we are pronouncing as Kambai. So, Gulf of Kambai or Gulf of Khambat. Here also the Gulf is there. This is called as Gulf of Kutch. Then this portion, this is Indian Ocean. Now, I am not able to say Arabian Sea, but I can say Indian Ocean. Say only one nation in world having name for ocean. Check out other names of ocean. Here I am getting Atlantic Ocean, here I am getting Pacific Ocean, here Arctic and here Antarctic. Only India is having this name, that Indian Ocean is there. So this portion is Indian Ocean. Now here we are getting Pacific Sea, and we are again focusing here. Here we are getting Northern Sea. This is actually, we are calling this as Baltic Sea. So this is Baltic Sea portion. Here islands of Japan, keep in mind this way. Here islands of England, Great Britain, we are calling that. Now this way we are getting general idea. Then these islands, we are calling it is that islands, they are there from Southeast Asia. So there are Malaysia, then Singapore, Indonesia, then here we are getting Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, all this part over here. But I am not focusing right now on this part. So this part is not clearly shown over here. Here Australia is there, then New Zealand is also there. Now we are focusing on this part. Now here we have to show certain mountain ranges. In order to show that mountain ranges, important mountain ranges, I am going to show over here. So in case of Europe, this mountain range is important. Okay, what word I have used? In case of Europe. Now this is continent. Here we are getting Africa as continent. Here Europe as continent. Here this is Asia as continent. Australia as continent. So what we are calling continent? Usually huge landmass surrounded by water is called as continent, and smaller landmass surrounded by water is called as an island. But what is that smaller and what is that huge? That is not clear. In old days, these people were having thought that their land is surrounded by water, and so this is called as Europe as continent. But now we realize this land is having connection over here, and so we are calling this as now Eurasia. Actually it was Africa also. See, here one can travel straightway here. No doubt the rest of part is covered by water, but still there is direct connection. So I should not call Africa as separate continent. But in 19th century, a canal was constructed from here, and that's why the continent gets separated out. There is water body in between that. So we are calling this as Africa. This is called as Eurasia. Now what is the boundary of Europe we have to consider? Let us check out. This is Black Sea and this is Caspian Sea. Again name Caspian Sea. One Indian sage was there named as Kashyap. On behalf of that, the sea was named as Kashyapiya Samudra. That was corrupted as Caspian Samudra or Caspian Sea. So like that, this name is there according to some Indian scientist. Anyway, you can remember this as Caspian Sea. There are mountain ranges in between. They are called as Caucasus mountain ranges. To the north of Caucasus and north of Caucasus, then here Ural mountain ranges are there. Towards west of Ural and rest of land surrounded by water, this is called as Europe. Now this is European subcontinent actually, but we are calling this as continent. So land that is north to Caucasus mountain, Caucasus is included, and north of Caucasus, land which is towards west part of Ural mountain and rest of the part surrounded by water. That is all we are calling as Europe subcontinent. But what they are calling as continent, and ultimately I am speaking their language. I am following their style of wearing. I am following each and everything from their side, so I have to consider that as continent. But you are aware that that is not continent, that is subcontinent. Now second subcontinent here we have to discuss. This is Arabian subcontinent, which is having Red Sea at one border, Persian Gulf at another border. Here we are getting Arabian Sea, and here Mediterranean Sea. Just imaginary line is there here. That part we are calling as Arab subcontinent. Now we are going here for next huge mountain ranges, supposed to be the world's most ancient, not most ancient, most newest and still largest mountain range, that is mountain ranges of Himalaya. No doubt we are having different names: Kirthar, Suleiman, Hindu Kush, Pir Panjal, Karakoram, like that various names of ranges are there, but we are calling in togetherly, that is Himalayan mountain ranges. So we are having here Himalayan mountain ranges, they are spread out here, something like that. And there are Kunlun mountain ranges also. So I am showing you what are the important mountain ranges. In Arabia also like that mountain ranges are there. So we are discussing here only important mountain ranges in order to study. Now rivers. Obviously I should go, but first the river I have to show here, that is river Indus, that is Sindhu Nadi. So it is having originating here, then entering in Kashmir, then in nowadays Pakistan it is going here. This is the important river in the world, that is river Indus, river Ganga, river Yamuna, Yarlung Songpo, that is called as Brahmaputra, like that. This is in particularly India. Then river Narmada, river Tapi, Godavari, Krishna. Here actually there are total 5 rivers in this portion. They are called as Jhelum, Satluj, Ravi, Chenab and Beas. Togetherly we are calling this area as Punjab. Let us discuss why afterwards. Now here also some rivers are there. They are called as Tigris and Euphrates. In case of Europe, there are Volga, then second important river here, that is Rhine, then Danube, like that rivers are there. And obviously I have to go here, the world's longest river, that is river Nile. I am not discussing each and everything over here. I am just discussing important part of geography. Intention is that this geography should be helpful for your study of ancient history, and that's why I am focusing here on basis of certain features. Now geographically this portion we are calling as tundra type. Tundra is ice covered land, snow covered land, and usually 6-month day and 6-month night is the characteristic of this land. Then onwards there are forests here. They are called as taiga. They are all conifers. You are aware of conifer type of tree. Christmas tree you are aware. That is categorized under conifers. So here we are getting the line, that is conifer. Then onwards here there is grassland. That grassland we are calling as steppes. So starting from here and ending somewhere here, that is steppes, the grassland. The world's here, this portion is covered by desert. It will start from here, Morocco. From Morocco, entire northern Africa, that we are calling as Sahara Desert. Then Arabian Peninsula. Then parts of Iraq, except this river part. Then Iran is there. then Pakistan, and in India also it should end till Rajasthan. So the desert should start from here, Africa, and end in Rajasthan part, run of Kutch and Rajasthan. But in between that, Punjab is there and river Indus is there. Because of that, middle part is fertile, again there is desert style. So this portion is covered by desert. Now these deserts are hot desert. They are present in tropical region particularly. Whereas on north of Himalaya, there is also land, that is desert land. Now here Takli Makan is the name of desert over here. Then if you observe steppes, here the height of grass decreases, and ultimately when it reaches in Mongolia, the height of grass decreases and ultimately there is desert. We are calling that as Gobi desert. So that Gobi is name of desert as we are calling, but I learned that in Mongol language they are calling desert the similar word they are using as Gobi. So I have to call desert in English, so in Mongol I have to call as Gobi, but what we are calling Gobi desert. So this way the northern part. Here in Africa, here again grasslands are there. They are called as savanna type. Say here also grassland, but this grassland is in temperate zone, whereas this grassland is in tropical zone. Then onwards, the African jungles, that is in equator zone. So these are the portion. In case of India, we are talking this climate as monsoon climate, and entire this portion is in monsoon climate. So this way we are having a certain introductory part of the world. Now certain features of Himalaya we are going to discuss over here. Himalaya mountain range is starting here, not exactly touching out the sea, but somewhere here. It will enter, it is there in Pakistan, then it enters in Afghanistan as Hindu Kush range. Here important plateau is there, that is called as plateau of Pamir, the second highest plateau in the world. Then here we are calling this part as Tibet. So Tibet is again beyond Himalaya important plateau, Tibet, which is the first highest plateau in the world. Then suppose I had to travel from India to abroad. In those days there were only when I had to travel by land, there are some gaps. These gaps we are calling as pass. So here important pass was there, that is called as Khyber Pass. Another important pass was here in Baluchistan part, that was called as Bolan Pass. Here somewhere Karakoram Pass was there. Here Nathula, that is another name of pass. But usually these two passes proved important part in India. Now we are calling, this is a very basic part of geography. This is the end of first lecture. Thanks.